Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Remember earlier this summer where we had leaks of the first ever premium or paid season pass coming to FC25? Of course, those leaks have not come true yet, but as we head into a new season tomorrow on this game, I think it's possible that we would see this first ever paid or tiered season pass for the very first time. And there's other examples from other EA games to prove how it might look and how it might be implemented in this game. So we're going to talk a lot about that. Not only that, though, we are going to look today, too, to the best of team of the week that is dropping today, the beginning of the Black Friday Madness, the first re-release of cards put back in packs, and EA has already leaked what cards are coming back because of cards they've updated price ranges for. We have to look at that and more crazy leaks. Guys, the SBCs are going to go mental over the next week on this game. We have even more leaks of big player species, including icons, coming to this game as well, and more market movements to discuss. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Let's start, as we always do, by looking back at yesterday's Tuesday content, which really didn't bring us a whole lot, except for a really interesting player pick. Firstly, we had the weekly refresh of the rush points, of course, to get a player pick in here, a couple of other random packs, and there is a new rush mode as well, but the rush mode does not give double rush points. So that's a little bit annoying if you're trying to grind that objective and get a couple of extra packs before Black Friday. It's going to take you a little bit longer to do so without the double rush points. At least I haven't played it, but that's what I'm hearing from that. Now let's go to SBCs. This is the real SBC that we have to talk about. The 75 plus 3 of 10 player pick. Before this was released, I never thought about being able to take more than one card from a player pick. I mean, I can't remember a player pick like this ever being dropped before. We've only ever chosen one player from a player pick. Now we can choose 3 from this specific one. Again, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a 75 plus player pick with 10 players in the pick, which takes forever to get through with a new player pick animation, right? But you get to choose 3 to send to your club. Really cool concept. Honestly, it was fun. Now, is the value great? I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's really cheap. It's an 83 rated squad, which is really cheap to get done and easy to get done with some fodder from the club. 83s are up a little bit. They were from minimum price $950 up to 1.1, 1.2K selling on the market because people are buying those to get this done. I think it's a must do just because of how cheap it is, and just it's something fun and something different. I hope EA implement this in the future in other ways, but I hope it doesn't break the game, because allegedly it already has. Now, I have not experienced with this, or experimented with it rather, but people that were yesterday going into the store and opening the store player picks that are in here as well were saying that it was giving them the option to choose 3 players. From this 150K player pick, it was giving them the option to say, take 3 players, but it wasn't actually letting them do that. It was glitching the player pick, and then they were not able to open any packs or access the store, and it was just like a glitched player pick sitting in there unassigned. So, did EA just glitch all player picks by releasing that 75 3 of 10 yesterday? I really hope not. I really hope that didn't make a problem that's going to last later on into this week. But that is something I did want to mention, because some people in the chat yesterday in the stream were mentioning that because they opened the store player pick, and that was becoming a problem for them. So hopefully that's not a big issue, but we'll see if anything comes of it. Now, in the challenges yesterday as well, we did have the FC Pro Live Challenge 2 for a rare mega pack. Of course, if you're keeping up with the completionist objective, I think there's just one more of these to be released today, and that would be the final of the FC Pro challenges to complete that objective there. And then hot off the press, we have upgrades, guys, for FC Pro Live cards. EA took their sweet time to upgrade these cards, but they have just gone and done it. You see, Oxlade Chamberlain is an 88 rated card. Bino Gittins, Amrabat, every card got an upgrade. As we mentioned in yesterday's video, Carvalho got an upgrade as well. He's now 90 pace and 90 dribble. Bino Gittins got 5-star skills. I just sold the ones that I had invested in at 300 to 320K. Sold them at 360 because he did go up a bit, but I did want to show you guys these upgrades. It was a straight up +1 on every single stat on these cards, and prices of these are going up. Oxlade Chamberlain yesterday, who I had bought for about 48,000 coins, 46 to 48K. He had a random spike earlier in the day, sold him here at 70K. He was back down at 40, and then after this update, he's now back up to 73,000 coins. A big price rise there. Same thing for the Bino Gittins card, which I think this upgrade and the Oxlade Chamberlain upgrade are kind of the nicest out of all the cards because they both got 5-star skills as their second boost. Bino Gittins is 370k now. He got the +1 overall, he got the 5-star skills, and then the Fabio Carvalho is probably the biggest one that a lot of people are looking at today. He was extinct at 150k. EA updated his price range, and he is now down. There must have been a lot more supply on this card than we ever thought there was going to be. He is 90 pace, 90 dribble. They gave him the 5-star weak foot, and he also got a roll plus upgrade. I do not know which roll plus they added, but he does have a roll plus in every single position on his card, and he is now 115k as people who invested in this are now selling post upgrade. Now, honestly, with how good the pro played Jafonzo related to this card, I would not be surprised if it started to trend back up in value after it hits a low point at some point today as people sell out of their cards because they're panicking, right? Because the price range was updated. Do I think he's really worth like 200,000 coins? Not quite yet, but I do think this card will be a great investment, and all the FC Pro cards as they go out of packs will be a great investment this weekend as we head into Black Friday. So I'm not trading with any of those anymore because I think today the market's going to start to go all sorts of crazy again. So I'm kind of staying away. I've got my coins pretty much liquid besides some fodder investments on the transfer list, and I'm taking it careful today is the way that I'll word that. Now, speaking of other live cards, we got to talk about Road to the Finals because with the Champions League games yesterday, more of which coming today, we have a lot of upgrades. This is probably one of the biggest weeks with the most upgrades for these cards, as a lot of players, clubs were able to score goals and win games that they needed to get the upgrades. Harry Kane's getting a +2, Alvarez +2, Frimpong +2, Loftus-Cheek is getting a +2 as well. That card's going to look cracked. And then a bunch of +1s for Havertz, Doku, DeMarco, Godfrey, and Jimenez. More upgrades on the line today. Again, these cards will not get upgraded, though, until we get to Friday. And the one thing I want to mention with these cards, guys, is once again, be very careful because these could get released. I know, like, Doku is down after City's draw yesterday. That was crazy, of course. A lot of talk about that. His card is down big time, right? Because he didn't get the 2 upgrades that he could have gotten. He only got 1. They only have 2 of 3 wins, but they did score against Feyenoord. So he's getting a +1. He's going to go to an 88, but he's down a lot in price. Just be careful once again because Road to the Knockouts are absolutely cards that could be re-released in packs. That's why I'm staying away from even trading with some of these at the moment. Doku looks like he could even rebound like 40 or 50k, but I'm going to stay away from it just because I don't want to get involved in any of that. Now, let's get into what we're really interested in, guys, and that is the new season that is coming tomorrow, and especially the potential, I think, of there being, for the first time ever, a paid or premium tier to the season pass. Of course, Season 2 Centurions is going away. Last chance to get up to level 35 here, get all the packs, get all the players, and everything, and we will turn into a new season, which, of course, is bringing a whole lot of new content. EA updated the loading screen once again yesterday to give us more information about these mastery players in the weekly mode rewards. They said here that we can exchange these mastery cards for packs, player picks, and even more mode mastery players, which is really interesting. So now it even does sound more like how icon swaps used to be or foot swaps back in the day. It literally just seems like we collect these and turn them in for packs, players, and player picks. So that sounds like icon swaps if I'm being completely honest. But with this addition, and so much of the season probably changing, could we see the first ever paid season pass? Now, to take it back all the way to the summer, if you didn't hear about this, this was the leak that Foot Sheriff tweeted about. He said, we will have a free season pass and a premium season pass. And if any of you guys played the FC25 closed beta, it wasn't open, the closed beta for this game, there was a paid premium pass that was out in that beta. It was 500,000 coins, I believe, and it was like 3,000 FC points. So it was a good chunk of change, but the rewards were completely different and a tier up, as you would imagine, right? Everything behind a paywall is going to be better. Now, when this leak happened and when this was even in the closed beta, people were not very happy about it because anytime that EA at least tries to seem to make more money off of something in terms of getting better rewards when you have to pay for it, kind of just rubs us the wrong way, of course, especially as a lot of us are trying to play free to play. You can have great success in this game being free to play, but this edition is something where we're like, why is EA adding a paid aspect to something that's always been about grinding the game? You always get XP through playing the game or completing objectives. It's not like there still are little bits of paid aspects of the season, right? Where you can buy a kit and get more SP, but that's as far as it's gone. Well, this would be a huge step in the pay to win direction if they were to do this. But guys, it is believed that this league, even though we haven't seen it yet, it is believed that we will be having a season pass at some point this year. And with how other games that EA make have implemented the season pass, I honestly think that it might be this season. That's why I want to talk about it, because I want to show you some examples from Madden. And I want to show you how it was implemented in Madden, because just to get us ready of how it might look in this game. Now, hopefully they do it better in FC than they did in Madden, because from the looks of this, it was like if you didn't buy the premium pass, you were left in the dust and you would be behind in terms of the meta and the power curve and the cards that you get, which is, I do not like the sound of that. That actually sounds awful. But we'll see. Now, this is a video of the new Season 4 Premium Field Pass in Madden, but the first Premium Pass in Madden was dropped in Season 3, which is why I think there's a potential for EA to drop this in Season 3 of FC 25, especially around such a big promo, big time of the year like Black Friday. So, again, it's not confirmed, just a possibility. But this, just let me show you this, right? In the Premium tier, you got cards and players and packs instantly, where in the free tier you wouldn't get them until a lot later in the season. It was 1,500 points as well. I don't know what the dollar amount there is for the Madden points related to the FC points, but this is the big thing that I want to show you, right? There was a player, an 87 overall Trevon Diggs, that you would get if you got the paid season pass. You got it immediately. That card was yours, instant, right? You see there on that little screenshot, it said instant. That was one of the players you got instantly. If you take a look at the free pass, which is what I'm here right now, you did not get that until level 31. So imagine level 31 is where you get this card, but everybody else got it if they paid for the paid season pass right away. That's crazy. Now, again, that's how Madden did it. I don't know if FC is going to do the exact same thing, but EA do a lot of times do things similarly between the different franchises. We've seen a lot of that before. Like Madden's about to have a Cover Stars promo, I believe, right now. As I was watching that video and learning a little bit about the paid season pass in Madden, we've had Cover Stars in the past in an Ultimate Team. So yeah, I don't know how exactly it's going to look. I can't even imagine how a paid season pass would look in this game and how the rewards would look different. It would completely have to change the layout of this as well. Maybe some things would be locked unless you paid for it. It just, I don't like the sound of it. I think the season pass and the objectives that we have right now are okay, but if they're going to make better packs and better players, or players that you can obtain faster by paying for it behind a paywall, like, I don't like that addition. I really don't. And also, as you noticed in that Madden pass, there was no option to pay with coins. It was only points. So you had to pay real money. If they do that in FC, that is going to spark an outrage. And even from me, because there better be a way to pay with this via coins and not just actual money. Yeah, so I'm hoping that there's no paid season pass, but I do believe, guys, that is something that we're going to have to see this year. Like, I know it was leaked and it was in the beta, and I think that's because it is coming at some point this year. If it doesn't come this season, it's going to come another season in the future. But I want to talk a bit about that today, because I know it's not a fun thing to discuss, but I think it's something we need to prepare for. And if you have coins, like, this could impact the market as well. Like, if it's 500K, if there is a coin option, then I think that's going to hurt the market a bit. If the rewards are that much better, we'll have to see. Of course, there's a lot of what ifs and a lot of scenarios and a lot of this could be, but right now, I just hope they don't do it. Or maybe they do it and then they never do it again because of the community backlash. I don't know. We're going to have to see how it works out, but I am not spending money on this game. So they better put coins as an option to get that paid season pass if it comes out. So, yeah, that's all I want to say about that, because I don't like the sounds of it, but I just want to prepare you guys for it. Now, let's move into actually what we can expect today on a Wednesday because of more EA mistakes, actually. Firstly, we had a leak yesterday from FIFA Trading Romania about the best of team of the week coming today, which was expected, right? We talked about this a couple days ago, expecting a best of team of the week would come today. He listed a few players like Vinny, Hansen, Messi, Dembele, Erling Haaland, even Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, actually, EA, just a couple of hours ago, leaked the whole best of team of the week themselves by updating price ranges on this game for a whole lot of inform cards. Well, guess what? Those are the cards getting re-released in packs. Teo Hernandez, the Messi, the Diani, kind of confirming some of those leaks. Vinny, Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane, Caroline Graham-Hansen inform. All of these cards are going to be re-released in packs today, and with the number, look at how many informs there are going to be released. We're on the second page here. A whole bunch of 85, 86 like Rafinha inform, Trinity Rodman inform, Solanke. You got Martinelli. You go even to the third page of all these price range updates to see the end of the list of all the best of informs that we expect to see on this game today. All of them are 85 rated and above as well. And that actually has a lot of people right now panic selling inform investments that they made, especially on higher rated informs, because of this. Of course, anything that gets re-released back into packs is going to drop. And I don't think any of us really expected EA to drop this many informs back in packs. Like, look at these 85 rated Solankes. How much is he? Wow, 14,000 coins. I believe he was maybe 15 or 16K yesterday, as people were investing in this, because a lot of people were investing in fodder at the moment, as it looked like a good investment before we have all these SBCs that are leaked to come out. But obviously right now the opposite is happening because of what has just transpired with these leaks. Yeah, this card, guys, look at the graphs, man. Literally in the last couple of days, this card was up to 15K yesterday, and people were investing in informs. And now he's back down to 14, and he's going to be released back in packs. And again, this has people selling off all Team of the Weeks because they just believe that they're going to get supplied so much, which I understand, right? Team of the Weeks now are 13.5K getting listed up on the market. The one thing I'll say to counter this is informs still could actually rise during and maybe even after Black Friday. Even though there's all those cards in packs, there's still going to be a lot of SBCs. Last year, if you guys remember, we mentioned the 83 times 10 in one of the videos this week. We had a 83 times 10 pack that we could do 3 times per day, and I believe that required a team of the week. Every single day, you needed 3 team of the weeks to do those packs. So that's why one of the reasons I think informs could go up if that were to come back. But of course, we don't have that right now, or even news of that, I guess. So it's not looking good for inform investors. So be careful. If you want to go for the investment, I think you could, or maybe just wait and see how inform prices go the next day or so as the best of gets released, and then go from there. Other Wednesday content that I'm expecting that we see today, I'm not expecting too much else related to Black Friday. I mean, the RTTK Total Rush Trailblazers upgrade goes away. Maybe we have a new one of those today. Maybe we get the first like Black Friday related daily login. That could be today. That could be tomorrow as well for pre-Black Friday. We'll just have to see. I don't expect too much else though today. Maybe one other thing related to Team of the Week and Black Friday. But guys, I think it's going to be one last quiet-ish day before at least content in the game, not with leaks. I think we're going to get a lot more leaks, but before we get into pre-Black Friday on Thursday. So that's one thing I did want to mention, is maybe another one of these. But honestly, I finished the Sasha Bowie SBC yesterday. I'm not really doing any more SBCs right now. It is full on pack save, getting the best Rivals rewards I possibly can to save those as well. And that's where we're headed on this game. And one of the reasons that I want to save those rewards and wait to open packs is because of all of the crazy SBCs that we have leaked. Guys, we talked about Cruyff, right? We talked about Bukayo Saka. We talked about other player SBCs incoming. Guess what? There's more. Vinny Jr., this one was expected, right? We talked about Vinny Jr. a couple of days ago. He had the most goals in La Liga in the month of November. He has won La Liga Player of the Month, which means he will be getting an SBC this Friday, because that is when the Lewandowski expires, so we would expect it to be this Friday at least. There's maybe still a very slight chance that EA would delay it, but I think it's going to drop then. This would be an SBC a lot of people are interested in. Add it to the list, right, of all the crazy SBCs that have been leaked so far. Gonna be expensive for sure. If it's 92 rated, his 92 Trailblazers, again, is over 3 million coins on the market. So that has people once again running to the market to invest in high rateds. I even bought a few more Rodris yesterday at 39,000 coins because I saw this leak and I was like, yeah, he's just like, I bought him like, I think right here. He's just going to keep going up. He's now 40,000 coins for this Rodri card. You've got 90s that are approaching 31K. You've got 89s that are 23.5K at 24K now for 89 rated cards. Fodder just keeps going up because of how many SBCs and expensive SBCs we expect to get during Black Friday. So once again, I do think there's going to be another dip in fodder either today, tomorrow on Thursday, maybe even early Friday before a lot of these SBCs start coming out. But if you're going to wait to buy, I mean, maybe just club stock a little bit right now and then wait to buy if there's a little bit more of a dip, excuse me. For the lower rated stuff, that's something I would not really want to invest in as much. I mean, that's going to get supplied a lot more from all the packs that get opened. I think it could go up next week, and we'll be covering fodder every single day as we head through Black Friday, of course. But with all these SBCs coming out, you're going to need lower rated stuff too, but I think you're going to need more of the higher rateds to complete the big player SBCs. Now, Vinny's not the only one. We've got Player of the Month Guiharo as well for Liga F. So 2 massive Player of the Months coming out. Of course, Guiharo links a lot of those Barca cards. Maybe you did the Rafinha SBC on the men's side of things. Maybe you did Puteus like I did. There's so many links for this card, and there's another women's Barca player as well that's leaked as an SBC. That is Payor. So maybe you do the Guiharo and the Payor. This card, allegedly her inform earlier in the game this year was really, really cracked. She's got pace, she can shoot and dribble. Passing's not the best here, but a lot of people are really excited for this SBC too. Stats are a prediction, of course, so her inform card has rapid instead of power shot plus, but we'll have to see what the actual Payor SBC is and how it's dropped in game. But that's a big name SBC as well with really good potential links. If they were to give her a skill move and weak foot boost, take her to 4-4, that could be a great card. And of course, you would imagine these upgrades are locked in and a sure thing for the women's Barca team that absolutely cook. And you've got also new icon SBCs, guys. We have a lot of leaks. Guys, there's even more icon SBCs coming, not just the Cruyff, but live Thunderstruck upgrading icons, Desai and Raul, like crazy, man. And again, Desai maybe upgrading for Chelsea, maybe for Milan, Raul, most likely for Madrid. You got potential upgrades on the line here. This Desai could be the Blanc of last year. I know that Blanc came out a lot earlier, but a Desai live card, sure, the pace and the passing and the dribbling is not good, but if you want to do an SBC, I think a lot of people would be looking for a card like this, a French center back, probably 89 rated, maybe 90 rated, but he'd have a small boost, and he would hopefully have a couple of playstyles added. If they give him like intercept, this card could go absolutely crazy. He already has Defender plus plus, and he's going to be a live card like we mentioned. I hope the price of the SBC isn't too much, because that would be a insane card to just put in your team and use at least until Team of the Year, maybe even after that. That'd be a great, great card there. And then Raul, Finesse plus. I'm really curious to see if they change playstyle pluses for these Thunderstruck cards. I think for some of them last year, they got updated playstyle pluses compared to what their other promo cards had. I think they should keep Raul with Finesse Plus. I think a lot of us would like that. That's one of the key features of his card. I mean, he's 500K right now. He was 1.2 mil a couple of weeks ago as a very good card in this game. 4-star, 4-star, great dribbling stats. And again, these are not like flashbacks or on this day icons like Cruyff was. These will have stats that are above their base versions. Kind of actually the first real icon SBCs that we would have this year that is their base version or better. So that's pretty hype. And then a couple of last leaks here. El Shaarawy is coming as a flashback SBC soon, kind of a FIFA legend. You actually saw some cards like Bastoni and DeMarco go up on the market as people were already investing off of this leak. Honestly, I think it's way too early to do that, especially because some of these players could get re-released back into packs. But remember the ASM SBC we had last year that was a flash SBC? This one looks like it could be that same sort of deal. So this one, be ready to complete it in a short notice if you would like to. Hopefully gets the 5-star skills. That could be a really fun card, especially if it's cheap. We would be there for that one. The last leak that we have for SBC is Saka officially. Yesterday we had just a cryptic leak tweet about a star boy from Arsenal. It is Saka coming as a Thunderstruck SBC soon. So we've got Saka Thunderstruck. We've got Payor Thunderstruck. We've got 2 Thunderstruck icons. We've got Guiharo Player of the Month, Vinny Player of the Month. We've got Cruyff. I mean, I'm forgetting some SBCs, but like Flashback Casemiro as well. There's so many, guys. There are so many. It's about to be absolutely insane with the SBC content, which is once again why I think fodder is such a really interesting investment at this point. But man, it's tough because it's going up off of the hype right now. You know what I'm saying? It's going up off of the hype of SBCs being good, which to an extent is fine. But when the SBCs actually get released and once we have all the pack supply this weekend, I think there's going to be maybe a little bit of a dip. But hopefully if the SBCs are as good and the upgrades are good and the prices are even halfway decent, then fodder could really be in for that boom on the high tier in the next week or two, as those SBCs, like not very many people are getting Vinny done or Cruyff or even maybe a Desai or the Raul in like a week. It's going to take a little bit of time because some of these will be pretty expensive and people want to grind and chip away at them. And that's kind of what we've been looking for from some SBCs. So I think that's a good thing for high rated fodder, but it is creeping up there and it's getting pretty inflated, especially for how low it has been. But it makes sense, right? It makes sense for fodder to go up if we're actually going to have good SBCs. Last year, 89s were 37K during Black Friday. And we had good SBCs before Black Friday, and we had good ones during, and the prices didn't go up a whole lot, but they at least stayed the same. This year, I think, without the great SBCs, getting a lot of those, we could finally see a bit of a boost. Now, last thing to cover leak-wise here is this Konate official stats for the Winter Champions card. Again, this is not related to the Champions Mastery cards at all. These are completely different. He, of course, is an 89 rated here, 88 defending, 89 physical, and 82 pace with Anticipate Plus. And he would upgrade to a +2 if Liverpool on January 3rd are the top of the league. And it's looking like they will probably be there based on the current table and how things shake out. But there's still a lot of time before that. I'm still hoping that we get more than just Premier League for these Winter Champions cards. But I guess if you have a Konate and you've been Evoing him, I think there's Evo versions of him that have higher stats. They just don't have Anticipate Plus. I think those cards are in packs, though. I'm just curious as to when they drop in packs, if that's going to be tomorrow on Thursday or if it's going to be on Friday. So there's so much coming to this game, guys. There is still a lot of hype for Black Friday for sure. But again, really what I'm going to be watching for tomorrow, and I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on in the comments, is the Season Pass. I'm not trying to create undue hype if it's not going to come out tomorrow, but I think it's something that we have to think about. If it doesn't come out tomorrow with the season, it's going to come out at some point in the future, unless EA scrapped the idea, which they very well could, because of how maybe the negative community feedback has been already, or from the feedback they got in the beta. But I don't think that's going to be a great thing. I don't like the way that it sounds, and I'm sure a lot of you guys agree with that. But hopefully the content on Black Friday outshines all of that if there are to be some frustrations with it. But I will see you guys in the Twitch stream today, and we'll keep watching for the best of team of the week, how the prices of the market are moving. Like I said, I'm going to stay pretty much clear of things. I'm going to steer clear. I think there's going to be more leaks today about who's going to get released in best of. So Trailblazers, Road to the Knockouts, and other promo cards. I'm going to steer clear of those and probably back off the trading for a bit because we made some good coins this week. But now it's just time to sit back and get ready for Black Friday and what it's going to bring. If you guys enjoyed this one, drop a thumbs up on it, comment below if you have any questions, and of course, subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys in the stream today. The link's down below in the description. Check out the second channel too. You can see how we made these flips and how we made some of these coins yesterday on stream. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you guys there. Peace.